Hello, everyone. Surprise! We're back. We're back. It's been a while. The Ready
Hmm.
Set Show is back. And as you know, life happens. Okay, life happens. But we're entrepreneurs and we are agile, we are flexible. And as entrepreneurs, we're always here to share value with you. And you're probably wondering, okay, so they've been away for a couple of days, a couple of weeks. All right.
Yeah.
What are we bringing? So, as you remember, we are Deb and Hillary with the Ready Set Grow Show, and we are here to help entrepreneurs grow and scale their business, build, grow, and scale their business. And we share with you various tips, tricks, all sorts of value for you to be able to build your business. And for the next few weeks, we're going to be doing a little something different. All right. Now, all business, bottom line, is about sales. Wouldn't you say that, Deb? All
Oh,
business.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Why else do it? We put out all this money to learn, to build a business. We got to recoup some of that cost. So, yeah,
Yeah,
sales.
sales. Bottom line is about sales. But we don't always know how to actually get sales, all right? Or we don't have always know how to close sales, all right? And it's really important that as entrepreneurs, we understand that yes, we could do all the marketing and we could know all of the things, the technical stuff. We could know all of that stuff. Um, in terms of how to run a business, all right? And we can know all the processes, procedures, and all of this stuff. But how do we close business? All right, that's really important. How do we close business?
That's like the toughest part because a lot of us kind of like, oh, I can't ask them. I can't ask them to buy something from me when you know full well people ask you all the time. You want to
It's
buy this? They may not say quite those words, but that's what they want.
That's what they're asking. So the questions that we have for you today, and we're going to be sharing a few pieces of knowledge that we've accumulated during our hiatus. All right.
Mhm.
And we're going to be asking some very specific questions and then giving you some answers. All right. So I want you to pay attention to the answers, but also pay attention to the question because
Yes.
this is what's going to help you to kind of understand how to get the sale, how to get the close. And I know there's some of you out there that are feeling like, well, I just like to help people. I really don't care about the sale. And it's like, yeah, after a while of helping, sometimes you want to be compensated. All right. So we understand that, yes, you're in business and you're about the change, you're about the impact that you're going to make
Hmm.
because community matters, and that's vital. Community
Oh,
does matter, and we're going to be talking about that as we
right.
see. All right, so let's
Go into question number one.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to communicate to someone in their perspective language?
Right. Their
Ooh,
own language. Now that so we're asking you that question. Wouldn't it be great to be able to communicate
yeah.
to someone in their language, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. We all communicate the way we communicate, all right? When I speak in boxes. I speak in
Sorry.
I speak in cubes. I speak in lines and spreadsheets, and I speak in processes, right? But my mom or my husband, for example, may speak with impact and value and understanding and knowledge, right? So I want to give you a really cool example about speaking to somebody in their language. So I know my husband and I, we don't like, and this is, we all know that people are different, right? We know everybody's different, but we don't understand why. We don't understand why they're different, and we're going to get to that, right? Everybody is different, but we're boiling down to the why. So, simple example, right? I would like my husband to do X, but he and I, we speak different languages. So I've learned how to speak in his language, what matters to him. And therefore, I was able to get a result out of him like that,
Yep.
much faster. Now, versus me trying to convince and persuade. So, like if you're in a sales call or a sales conversation with somebody, right? You're trying to convince and persuade from your perspective, from the things that matter to you. Well, what about the things that matter to the other person?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And another quick example is I speak with my heart. And my husband speaks with rules and just, the responsibility and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to learn how to speak to him to get things accomplished, whatever I needed. I needed to put it in his language that he understood what I was asking.
Yeah.
So it sounds very difficult, but it's not.
It's not. And
It's
it
fun,
sometimes,
actually.
it's an interesting principle, but you see, there's a science behind this, okay? And why I say there's a science behind it is because we've all known that we have to walk a mile in other people's shoes, all right?
Mm-hmm.
The best sales professionals will tell you that. Walk a mile in another guy's shoes. But 9 out of 10 times, their shoes are size 9 and you're a size 4. And you're like,
Yeah.
I can't. I
Yeah.
just can't. But if you had a scientific method, right, to teach you and train you how to take your size 4 foot and get it into a size 9 shoe, and it fits perfectly, and you're able to walk in those shoes, that would be a game changer, I'm sure. Right?
Exactly. Exactly. We all want to be understood, and your perspective wants to be understood, and they truly do want to understand what you're trying to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
But if in our cases we've given you the examples how we speak and how our husbands speak, and in order to get good communication,
Yeah.
we had to learn how to speak to them.
For them. Right. And it's interesting because somebody once asked me, if you knew what was most valuable for your prospects, how would that change your business? And when the question was posed to me, if I knew what was most valuable to my prospect, how would that change my business?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you sit down and think about that question, you're like, well, my business, like literally, I thought to myself, why do I need to know what's valuable to them for my business? Right? That was the first thing that came to my mind. It's like, if I knew what was most valuable to other people. Well, let's just take, for example, if somebody that you're speaking to, the most important thing for them is having a system,
Yeah.
having processes and procedures. That's the most valuable thing. And
Yep.
you know that what you're selling either has it or doesn't. You know what you have to create to fill that gap. All right. You know exactly what you have to create to fill that gap
Mm-hmm.
if it's missing. And then you also know what you have to sell if that's what's most important to them. Okay.
And in a sense, what Hillary is saying is you have to be flexible.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to be flexible and spontaneous
Mm-hmm.
to respond to them. And, sometimes that's quick, 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 but
Well,
you learn in a scientific way that we're going to be teaching you.
over the next
And
few weeks, yeah, because
yeah,
we're going to be breaking this down because
yeah,
this we've taken the time really to break this down. And then what it has allowed us to do now is think a totally different way, and it has created a lot of freedoms for us. I'll tell you
mm-hmm,
point blank, right? When I use that methodology, right, I I knew when I was getting on a phone call what was most important to my prospect. And you want to know how it impacts your business? It's like answering that question. So when the question got asked to me, I couldn't rationale what it meant. I implemented the methodology, implemented the procedure, and I closed the person on one call. I've never closed anybody on one call. Now
yeah,
that's fast. That's somebody getting into action.
yeah,
Okay. That's somebody getting into some top action there. And it's just like you want people to move right in your business, especially if you're, in online marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, you need decision makers. You need people to just go, right? But
Exactly.
you need to know how to kind of push them over the edge, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, shall
Yeah.
we move on to question two?
Well, we just kind of talked about that. Yeah. We kind
Oh,
of
you're
just said that.
right. I
Yeah.
am so sorry. You see how quickly she just slipped that right in there? And I was just so mesmerized by what she was saying. Awesome. Okay. So, question three that we have for you:
Yeah.
how would you like to get people to take the action that you want them to take?
Yeah. So,
Oh, my. I love to learn that, and I have, and
yeah,
it's
it's,
it's like mind blowing, actually.
yeah.
It really is. Like Hillary just said, it's like, wow.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
wow because when you are figuring out, the the process, like when you're going through the process, and it's not like you don't even have to figure it out. You're going through this process, and you're literally seeing how when you implement it, and as I said, at the beginning, I think in boxes and squares and spreadsheets and you know nerd like
She's not really a nerd,
not a nerd.
but that's how she thinks.
Yeah, but that's how I think. I think like a nerd, right? Um, but it took me a while to shift. It took me a while to get into those size 9 shoes. Okay, let's just put it at that example. Okay, but when I realized that sales comes with getting people to take action, I really had to sit down and figure out for myself, and not figure out, but like allow myself to step back and really see what gets different people into action, what gets different people thinking different things, saying different things, doing different things.
Hmm.
And then once you understand that, people have called this various things, okay? But at the end of the day, sales is about getting people to take action, right? And you have to know basically what makes a person tick,
Right.
but doing it in not in this sort of coercive way. All right. And that's one thing that, with great power comes great responsibility. So the things that we're going to be revealing to you over the next few weeks, it's not for you to go and coerce people into joining your team, buying your product or service. No, it's to identify who they are, what they value most,
Right.
and then utilizing that information to put yourself in their shoes to see whether or not your business can help them serve them.
Exactly.
All
Because
right.
there are times when it won't fit.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you do, no matter how much you understand, it just won't fit.
It
And
won't.
that's okay
That's okay.
because not everybody is your prospect.
Yeah, exactly. Not everybody is your prospect. Even there, as they say, there was a company I used to be with, and they're like, if they have skin, they're your prospect. And I was like, wow.
Yeah. I was told anybody within 3 feet of you.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay. So,
So today has been just an introduction, but we wanted to lay out a few things that you needed to understand about people, about the language that they speak, about their values, and what you are ultimately trying to do, get them into action. Okay? And
exactly.
what we're going to be revealing over the next few weeks is a methodology, scientifically proven actually, a methodology scientifically proven, that's going to help you close more sales just because you know the language of the
Yes.
prospect. You
Yes.
understand them as a person and are able to now take that and get the action that you want. All right?
And that becomes empowering,
Empower.
very empowering to you, but also to them because they like, wow, she speaks my language. She understands me.
Right. She understands me. She cares about me as a person and not just the
Exactly.
sale. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, welcome back to the Ready Set Grow Show. You'll be seeing us every week at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Hmm.
9 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels. Join us whether you're on, I don't know where we're broadcasting from now, right? But definitely subscribe to our YouTube channels. And if you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Leave them in the comment section. If you want to learn more about how to work with either Deb or myself, just reach out to us, send us a message, drop a comment below, and we will get in touch with you. All right. So have a
Exactly.
great evening, and we will talk
Yes.
to you next week.
Next week. Bye.